sort of softness for stars.
You recognise Barnabas Cuff, of course, editor of the Daily Prophet.
He will do anything to get some star names under his wing.
He likes collecting them, doesn't he?
Yeah, he likes collecting them. So it doesn't take much tempting to come back in a way.
All right, I'll do it. But I want Professor Merrythorpe's old office, not the water closet I had before. And I expect a raise. These are mad times we live in, mad.
They are indeed.
And it's not just mad times in the wizarding world. There's panic on the streets of London as Voldemort's soldiers, the Death Eaters, attack the Millennium Bridge. Even the makers of Harry Potter don't have the budget to destroy the bridge for real, so they sent a team down there to film images that would later be incorporated into this extraordinary sequence.
During the actual destruction of the bridge, obviously we start replacing more and more of the real elements, so we have to take the real bridge out and replace it with the CG bridge. We've actually replaced the Thames as well with CG water so that we get all of the real interaction between the bridge collapsing into the water and the splashes and things. And of course, ultimately at the end, we've actually replaced all the people on the bridge with CG characters running away from the destruction.
There are just under 1,500 special effects in the film, and constant developments in the processes used have enabled the filmmakers to pursue ever more ambitious results.
I think Quidditch, for example, is in this film better realised than I think we've ever had it. I think it feels more real than ever before. Technology's improved. I think our knowledge of visual effects has improved, and I just think it feels really, really real.
But how they film Quidditch before it actually hits the technology is still a closely guarded secret. Or is it?
Basically, it's no main secret other than, for a man, if you imagine sitting on a bicycle and taking your feet off the pedals and off the ground and just hanging there and then leaning forward, and with all the repercussions that has. Then you get
what are you getting at?
Well,
balance is difficult.
Balance is very, very difficult, and also certain very, very important organs are crushed.
Ah, comfort.
And yeah, so the comfort levels are not high.
This is Ron's first outing in the Quidditch arena, and he eventually emerges as quite a star.
I've always fancied sort of having a go on a broom.
Yeah, being a hero.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a anticlimax when I first sat down, because it's quite painful for one. It's because you are actually just sitting on a broom, and it does, when you're up there for a few hours, it does quite get a bit painful, and but no, it's going to look really cool.
David wanted a comedy aspect to this one, so we had to come up with different gags, different ideas of flying, and different falls, you know, for comedy falls. And you know, Quidditch, when they're flying up there, and obviously on these rigs, at the Quidditch arena, we've come up with a Russian swing that we've been using and launching off that.
So what on earth is a
Russian swing? Is just a great big swing, which you swing backwards and forwards, and on the number 3, the guys just launch. I mean, we can get them up there on that, you know, but we had a big one made for Quidditch for inside, and we had a smaller one made for out here just to launch them off and just let them skid across.
So
the
you
mud.
swing them backwards and forwards, 1, 2,
3,
off you go. Let them go.
Yeah. 58 feet was the furthest we launched one, and with a broomstick.
This sort of action is strictly left to the stunt team. For the actors, Quidditch training is somewhat less dramatic.
I'm going to be given a chance to get out and do some stunt training with Greg on the trampoline.
Right.
Have you any advice for me?
I had to do that for about a few weeks before I was allowed on a broom.
Seriously?
Yeah, you have to master all these different sort of jumps, like tuck jump.
That's like jumping and bringing your knees up.
Yeah.
My 4-year-old cousin can do that.
it just get harder because they put you in this harness,
right?
And you're on these like bungee springs.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to be doing that, but that is quite scary.
You go really high.
You go about 30 foot in the air.
Whoa!
And I don't know if you'll be holding up, because I was holding a broom and they were throwing balls at me, and I had to sort of save all these. It's quite scary.
Hey, 3.
I didn't really enjoy that part. Good luck, anyway.
I'm going to need it. I understand this is where the Quidditch training takes place.
It starts here.
It starts here?
It starts here. We get all the kids in, and we basically just play with them on the trampoline, on the floor, in the gym, just to get some movement. and some timing.
And these are obviously the equivalent of the quaffle or...
Correct, yeah. Just a softer version for this, just in case it catches you in the face. And that.
So look, you've got a harness up there as well. What's
yeah,
that?
this is what we start everyone, all the people who's been playing Quidditch, we start them in that just to get them bouncing up and down so they're safe. If they make a mistake, we can just hold them off the tram.
Excellent.
Dave, just come down, we'll take your shoes off and we'll put you up in the harness. This is good.
Start ringing the bells.
That's it, good. Trying to catch him on the nose. Which I do quite often.
Not the nose I'm worried about, Greg.
Watch your nose this time. Here it comes.
It's going to take a lot more than practice to get me match fit. I think I'm going to need some of this.
It's a curious little potion, known as Felix Felicis. But it is more commonly referred to as...
Liquid luck.
Yes, Miss Granger. Liquid luck. Desperately tricky to make, disastrous should you get it wrong. One sip and you will find that all of your endeavours succeed. At least until the effects wear off.
Now, this is a wonderful set, one of the many wonderful sets, Dan, but can you just tell us what's going on?
Basically, in this scene, this is the first time we see Slughorn teaching, and we're all making potions, and it's a notoriously difficult potion to make, and we're competing with each other to win a bottle of this stuff called Felix Felicis, which is liquid luck, which means if you take it, all your endeavours will succeed. And so we're all competing to get it, and Harry follows the scrawled instructions of the Half-Blood Prince in his book and makes the perfect potion.
How did you do that?
Crush it, don't cut it.
No. The instructions specifically say to cut.
No, really. Now then, how are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
Not that I'm suggesting it's not an interesting book, or even attractive, but what's going on with the hair?
This is Hermione in her final stages of potion madness, and she's meant to look a little bit like Medusa at this point. Hermione really, really, really wants to be the best and make the best potion so that she can win the prize, which is this little vial of liquid luck. She just gradually gets more and more frustrated and desperate as the scene goes on.
Because it's very unlike Hermione to be getting things wrong as well.
Very unlike her. She hates it. She hates not being the best. Hates it.
And watching Harry doing everything against what the recipe says.
But getting it right is just too much.
He's top of the class. He's even better than you, Hermione. Slughorn thinks he's a genius.
Oh. I'm very impressed at the fact that Hogwarts, this school of witchcraft and wizardry, uses gas for their Bunsen burners. Interesting.
Can't be gas.
Very strange thing that they've done. Imagine Dumbledore on the phone to the gas board.
Yeah.
What time will he be round? You know, just check the meter.
Dark times lie ahead, and later we'll be finding out why when we meet Draco and Greyback, both working some bad magic. Plus, we'll be catching up on all the gossip and finding out who's snogging who.
Excuse me, I have to go and vomit.
But after the break, I'll be stepping into the film as an extra. I can't wait. See you in a bit.
What do you think? Always wanted to do that.
Welcome back. We're behind the magic on Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I'm just heading to set where I'll be joining the cast as an extra in filming a scene, which means I'm actually going to be in the film. I was hoping that the chauffeur-driven car was for me, but it looks like I'm on the minibus.
So now we're going to set.
Okay.
What I normally tell the extras is mobile phones off on set.
Right.
No cameras, anything like that. Obviously, the etiquette of the set is keep quiet, listen to the director or to the third on the set who will give you your direction, and enjoy.
And I promise I'll behave.
Good. I don't want to hear bad things.
No. In the scene, I'm playing a wizarding dad, so now seems a good time to meet my new kids.
Wow, so here you are, and you're going to be in a new Harry Potter film. How does that feel?
It feels amazing.
Pretty exciting.
It feels awesome because our friends are going to watch and say, hold on, that's Marks and Giles. Olivia.
And I really like acting, so this is really big for me.
This could be like your big break.
Yeah, a big break, big payoff.
Big payoff? Wow, are you thinking about the money already?
Yes.
He does sound like my son. Now look, obviously it's quite exciting being down here. Who have you met so far, Jake?
Just Daniel and Rupert.
Daniel and Rupert, what was it like meeting them?
It was quite fun.
It's good. Dan's very funny. He's a great guy.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. What about you, Olivia?
Met Dan and Rupert.
And were they cool?
Yeah, they were cool.
Did you have good fun with them?
Yeah, I had fun with Dan.
You had fun with